Hey, good to see you. Welcome into Birds Huddle, powered by PointsBet, along with my guy, Barrett Brooks. I'm Danny Palmels. There has been a lot of talk over the past couple of days, about some potential struggles by Jalen Hurts during the team's spring practices. And with that, let's get to Barrett's three-point stance, powered by your Mercedes. And your first stance, you've also heard that Jalen Hurts had struggles during spring practices. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, you know, I was speaking and I've been talking to different people, speaking with different people, and as I went on, you know, he is not a perfect product right now. And we need to understand that. He is a work in progress. And when I talk to individuals, I talk about one day in particular, he had a bad practice. It's not like you can't have a bad practice. And we talked about it on the show, and then all of a sudden, boom, it just opens up. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of learning to do, but he has also learned a lot. He's progressed a lot. He's become more of a fan of hard work and making sure he does everything and take care of all his, crossing his T's and dotting his I's. That's what's going on, you know. I was with a young quarterback, kind of in the same situation as Jalen Hurts, a guy named Ben Roethlisberger. And through the progression of him becoming Big Ben, he was just Ben Roethlisberger. His second year, he won a Super Bowl with me, Super Bowl XL. But we won in spite of him. We had a great defense and a great running game. But then we turn around, and a couple of years later, in Super Bowl 43, he becomes Big Ben because he won the Super Bowl for his team. That's the difference. He is a work in progress. He's getting better. He may have had a bad practice. Let's not put it all out there that he's having a bad camp. We're talking about one specific practice. But then I also was able to go to practice, and I saw him practice, and I saw how good he had become. He refined how he drops back. He refined how he throws the ball. All those things he's gotten better at. So we'll see. He's a work in progress. He is not the finished product right now.
All right. Are you surprised, though, at how much legs this thing got after you guys talking about it so casually?
Not really, because if you look at it, this is the time there's nothing else to talk about. There's not a lot of sports being done, so at this point, they're trying to reach and grab and see whatever they can do to, put some Eagles news out there. The number one sport in this city, hands down, is the Philadelphia Eagles. And when you have content, people are going to grab at it. You just have to be aware once you put your name on something, it's going to live with it. And at this point, I'll put my name on this. Jalen Hurts will be okay at the quarterback position. He'll go out there. He will be the captain of this ship. And he's going to go down with the ship, or he's going to, sell this ship into the future. I think he's going to sail into the future. So at the end of the day, he will be the quarterback of the Eagles, and they will have to think about paying upwards of $40 million for him in a contract.
A lot of expectations heading into the season. We'll see how they play out. And your second stance, Barrett, as we move on, A.J. Brown is a Twitter king. Now,
no question.
The initial report said sources told Derek Gunn over a 10-play series, Hurts threw 3 interceptions, 4 incompletions, and was sacked 3 times. So A.J. Brown, who came to the defense of his QB with a couple of tweets, fired off this one. In a 10-play series, Jalen threw 3 TDs to me, Donovan McNabb and T.O. fought the other 4 plays, and Vince Papale came out of retirement and had the 3 other receptions. Hashtag Fly Eagles Fly. So that's pretty
He's the
good
GOAT,
to come
man.
back and protect his QB.
He's a GOAT, man, but he is his brother's keeper, and that's what it is. He's going to come to his defense because that's his quarterback. That's one of his best friends. Of course he's going to say that. But at the end of the day, he also has to understand this. He's in a top 4 market right now. He's going to get a lot from a lot of people. He just has to understand you got to let that stuff just run off the back of you, run off your back. You can't get personal with everything. He's going to be doing this all year. Please understand this. I'm telling you at this point, Brown, you got to pick and choose your battles. We understand when you're out there practicing that there was nobody rushing him. He had no pads on. All he had was to work from a sack point is a clock over his corner saying, all right, you got 5 seconds. Each NFL offensive lineman knows that a play usually lasts 3.5 seconds. So if you can block a guy for 4.5 seconds, that means you're a Superman and your quarterback is doing great because now he can push the ball down the field. We understand that. But a lot of the times things get taken out of context, and I think this is one of those things. Of course, you're going to come to his defense. I like that. Keep doing what you're doing, but understand, AJ, pick your battles here in Philadelphia.
All right, let's get to your final stance. Number 3, Jalen Hurts will be able to overcome his struggles and have a great season, and that's what you believe.
Oh, no question. He has done everything possible to go out there and make himself the best product that he can put on the field. He's put into the work. You saw him earlier on running with his wide receivers. He lifts. I mean, this guy can lift with offensive linemen. They have to kick him out of the weight room. Jalen Hurts is going to make sure that if there's something he can do to get better, he's going to do it. He spent some time in California. He's been, working with guys, here. Shane Steichen has a lot that he's going to open up for him this year as far as in the passing game. There are going to be issues, but there are also going to be a lot of great things. He can win football games, and that's what we need to be worried about. Is Jalen Hurts a finished product? No. But does he have the ability to go out there and win NFL football games? Yes, Jalen Hurts does have those intangibles. He's going to win for this team. He's going to win. He's going to be the starting quarterback going into the season. And I also think that Howie Roseman is going to work a deal out where he'll be the starting quarterback going into the future. I'm saying that right now. Jalen is my guy. He's my frat brother, my guy. I love Jalen. That's my dude.
And you have some belief that he can have the tunnel vision it takes to focus on the task at hand and not be distracted by all of the outside.
That's what makes him the player he is. He's able to turn around and not listen to all the outsiders. And when he does listen to them, he uses the fire to become a better player. He uses it. When nobody else is looking, he's working his butt off to make sure that all these naysayers become, pat him on the back like, all right, great job, great job. Like I said, I played with guys that, went from being Ben Roethlisberger to Big Ben. I've seen guys like Russell Wilson go out and run around his rookie year and then turn around and win a Super Bowl, and become a better player after that. All those things I've seen in Jalen Hurts. Just give him some time so he can go out there and learn to be a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. And whatever that is, it is what it is. Shane Steichen, it's your job to make sure that he becomes the best player he can be. Use all those intangibles, but also put him and the rest of the team in a great position to go out there and run this offense.
The easiest way to turn naysayers into believers is with your play on the field.
Winning.